For decades, Diane Keaton was Hollywood's ultimate enigma. Bold, brilliant, and completely unpredictable. But behind the laughter and charm, she carried quiet regrets about love, fame, and the choices that made her who she was. And one confession she made near the end of her life revealed a truth few ever expected. While most of Hollywood chased fairy tale endings, Diane Keaton built a life that defied every rule. She never married, not once. In a 2019 interview, she admitted, almost playfully, "I think I'm strange. I think I'm the only one in my generation who's been single all her life." But beneath that humor was a kind of honesty you rarely hear from celebrities. She wasn't anti-love. She was just honest about what she wanted. Marriage, she said, didn't fit the person she'd become. Still, fans wondered, how could a woman who played so many romantic heroines walk away from romance herself? Diane's love life read like a who's who of movie legends. Woody Allen, Warren Beatty, Al Pacino. 3 of the most fascinating men in Hollywood, and 3 chapters in her story. With Woody Allen, it was creativity and comedy. With Warren Beatty, passion and chaos. And with Al Pacino, a connection that seemed timeless, but never quite turned into forever. She once said, half joking, that she was seduced by talent. Each relationship taught her something about herself, but none of them were the fairy tale she portrayed on screen, and that realization stayed with her for the rest of her life. In the 70s and 80s, Hollywood wasn't kind to women who didn't follow its script, but Diane refused to conform. She played oddballs, dreamers, rule breakers, and then became one herself. Her independence wasn't rebellion, it was freedom. While others feared growing older alone, Diane found power in it. She built a career on her own terms, unafraid of what anyone thought. In a world obsessed with image, she became an icon of authenticity. But even strong women have soft spots, and Diane's was love. She once said she looked for it in the wrong places, trying to earn affection instead of finding peace. That truth, she later admitted, was her biggest lesson. Then, everything changed. In her 50s, Diane Keaton became a mother, adopting her daughter Dexter in 1996 and her son Duke in 2001. She called them her greatest decision, her greatest joy. Motherhood grounded her. It filled the spaces that fame and romance never could. Friends say she became softer, calmer, yet somehow more herself. She no longer needed the validation of a partner. Her family was enough. And in true Diane Keaton fashion, she made it look effortless, balancing motherhood, creativity, and that irresistible humor that never faded. Still, Diane was nothing if not candid. In that 2019 interview, she confessed one small regret, not about being single, but about the kind of love she chased. "I should not have been so seduced by talent," she said. "I should have just found a nice human being." It was a rare moment of vulnerability, a glimpse of someone who had lived boldly, but still wondered what might have been. Yet even that honesty became part of her charm. She could look back at her life with a wink, never bitterness. Diane Keaton never needed a wedding ring to prove her worth. She loved, she learned, and she built a life that was entirely her own. Her story wasn't about being alone. It was about being free. Maybe that's why, even now, she inspires so many. Because Diane Keaton showed us that the greatest romance you'll ever have is the one you build with yourself.